Hi and welcome. I'm AnewZ and you are watching Headlines. Georgian President Salome Zurabishvili urged the European Union to up its support for pro-EU demonstrators in Tbilisi and to support the call for new elections after the highly contested vote in October in which the Georgian Dream Party claimed victory. Opposition said the election was rigged and protests started. A month later, the ruling party suspended EU accession talks until 2028. Zurabishvili is due to be replaced by the ex-football player turned politician Mikhail Kavelashvili, who was elected president by the Georgian Electoral College. Zurabishvili, however, vows to remain in the post. Meanwhile, opposition parties say they will jointly ask OSCE to send a special mission to Georgia to investigate the elections. On the latest in the country, its EU path and the interests of foreign actors, we're talking to Shmagi Samharadze, a political analyst coming to us from Tbilisi. Welcome, Shmagi. Georgian President told European MPs in Brussels that Europe took too long to wake up and react to the situation in the country. She asked the EU to support calls for a new election. In your mind, would that support change anything?
Thanks. Thank you for having me. Yes, she did a speech, a great speech, and it was we saw the applause of all European Union. And she focused her speech on three main directions. First of all, it was about that elections were rigged, and the Euro integration process is postponed. Second is a explanation of a deep political crisis, and third is a solution. So solution for her mind is a new election, which should be held not only with more, observers and reforming the Central Election Committee and also giving more attention for Constitutional Court, but also with more attention of European Union, not only the Commission, but also the maybe somehow interaction and taking participation in a legislature. So I think, yes, you said Europe is reacting late. Maybe it will be better for us to have fast reactions, but in the end, it comes that crisis is ongoing. It's very deep, and all of us are waiting for reactions from. From European Union. I think the ruling party is doing their best until the inauguration of Trump to have a situation that so-called Georgian government is not pro-European, but it's like somewhere close to Russia. So to make this as a fact, but in the end, I don't know. We hear from U.S. officials another attitude. So we'll see.
You say that many say that the authorities in Georgia have some Russian policies, pro-Russian stances. Many also say that the opposition parties are pro-Western. What's the endgame here, both for the government with the arguable Russian policies and the opposition with its arguable Western policies?
Yes, the thing is we did not have something different. I mean, different opinion about our foreign policy, right? We had in our constitution, which was the chapter number 78, it said about Euro integration, and in Georgian politics before this year, were doubted about our foreign policy. Even the ruling party before the election, they had everywhere in their banners European flag. This discussion started, I think, last 1 month after the political crisis is going on. But now it's clear. It's clear because opposition and the people. It's not only opposition. It's like a people who are more pro-European oriented. It's not only the foreign policy. It's a choice of Georgian people, historical choice, as people say, because historically we are trying our best to be closer to Western civilization. So somehow it's becoming it's not about arguments. It's obvious that people choose European future, but on the other side, the ruling parties, they are telling that it can cause the war, or maybe the West is in a crisis and it's better to join the Russia allies, maybe BRICS or something else. But it is not supported even from the supporters of ruling party. Like it's in Georgia to say that you are not supporting European foreign policy. It's a not popular idea at all.
Well, the opposition parties have said that they plan to ask the OSCE to send a special mission to investigate the October election in Georgia. They haven't yet published their final report on the election. Do you think that OSCE would be welcomed by the authorities?
I think it's a very interesting question, because I cannot imagine how it will happen. For example, if we see that someone is coming from Europe, this mission is coming from Europe, and the ruling party is not communicating with them, or not allowing them to come like in Georgia, it will be really, I don't know, like the second wave of massive protest, and then we will see for sure the sanctions and all the more interaction from the West. But I think they will come here. I think the ruling party will try their best to avoid this process, because they say that the process is legitimate. They already elected the president. But Georgian people, it's true that people are waiting for this mission to come, and I think it can add something. In plus, I think they're coming there into Georgia, and also the elections in inauguration in the United States of Trump. This is like two things that society is waiting now in Tbilisi.
Well, now that you mentioned the return of Donald Trump to the White House, Zurabishvili said that they will not stop the protests, until a new election is held, asking for Western help. Yet the Georgian Dream Party said they will coordinate with Trump. What do you expect when Trump takes office regarding Georgia?
Yes, before the elections, we saw that the president of Hungary, Viktor Orban, came to Tbilisi, and he officially supported the ruling party. And he also came after the election. He congratulated, and somehow the ruling party tried to show that it has a legitimacy, right, from the West. And also they are telling that Orban is a close friend with Donald Trump. But I think politics in West, it's not based only on the close friends, right? It's institutions, and it's a national interest as well, and also the international law and human rights. There are many actors who are taking participation in the final decision. And also we saw that Salome Zurabishvili was invited by Macron, and we saw the picture that she already met Donald Trump. So on the one hand, the idea that Donald Trump is against fully support of Ukraine in a battle, providing with weapons and so on, and this gives some hope to ruling party to be in a position that we don't need another aggression in Caucasus, right, after Ukraine. So, but on the hand, people are doubting this, because we saw that in Syria it ended so fast, and we know that in Caucasus they are using all their army in the Ukraine direction. So to see that Russia can start another war in Caucasus, it needs at least, as the expert said, it needs at least 200 or 250,000 soldiers, and it needs one army. But I'm not sure that Russia is ready to get to find the new resources for a new war, second war, because they are already trying to get some soldiers from North Korea, and it's very hard in Russia to mobilize people in the war. So, it's two opinion, but we'll see.
Shmagi, thank you so much for your insights and opinions on the latest in Georgia. Well, that's
Thank
all
you.
that we have in this edition of Headlines. Stay tuned to AnewZ.